Colorado Coroners Association has removed Pueblo County Coroner Brian Cotter from its board and is calling for his resignation. The organization says its board of directors voted to remove him on Thursday over unethical practices and harm to the community. The situation has raised some questions. Is it typical for funeral home owners to be the county coroner? News 5's Allison Zimmerman did some digging on that. She joins us live in Pueblo tonight. So Allison, how typical is this?
Well, Diane, we found a few instances, and we'll get to that data in just a minute. But first, we are live outside Davis Mortuary. I'm going to step out of the way here. Now, the law enforcement presence has significantly dwindled down compared to the end of last week. We did see Colorado State Patrol vehicles left the scene today. Pueblo Police has now stepped in their place where those State Patrol vehicles were. But this whole process has raised a lot of questions. But some of you asked us this. Is it not a conflict of interest for a funeral homeowner to also be the county coroner? Well, Colorado's Constitution says kind of. There is nothing barring a funeral home owner or an employee from being the coroner. But there is this. State law says the coroner does have a conflict of interest if they own, operate, or they work at a funeral business. But the law says that just means they cannot direct any government business or suggest their business as the coroner. But then the law says that this doesn't apply if an emergency situation exists and the coroner acts in good faith to prevent a health hazard. So how common is it for funeral homeowners to also be county coroners? I went through each of Colorado's 64 counties, and I found of the current coroners, at least 8 of them currently own or work for a funeral home in their area. So it's not common, but it's also not unheard of. Here's what else I learned. Many county coroners either worked as a deputy coroner in their county or had experience as a paramedic, EMT, nurse, or in law enforcement. In larger counties, we found most coroners were either forensic pathologists or certified death investigators credentialed through the American Board of Medical Legal Death Investigators. Pueblo County's coroner held certification from this same board. And last year, lawmakers passed a law requiring candidates running in larger counties, that's any county with more than 150,000 people, to have one of those 2 certifications, either be a forensic pathologist or a certified death investigator through that national organization. That law went into effect in November of 2024, which for most counties, it will apply in the 2026 election. We're live in Pueblo. Allison Zimmerman, News 5.
Allison, thank you. The CBI has created a hotline and an online questionnaire for families who have used Davis Mortuary and fear their loved ones may have been victimized. The number and email address are on your screen right now. You can also just scan the QR code on your screen for a link to that questionnaire. That number and email are also on our website, KOAA.com. The CBI says as of this afternoon, they have received 841 calls and say everyone who has called will get contacted by the CBI.